The treatment known as CBD oil has been used in other states to treat epilepsy and other disorders, but it is still impossible to legally obtain it here.
The Night Team's Leah Lynn Shai joins us live to explain. Leah.
Eric and Michelle, the legislation is called Lydia's Law, but experts call it a complete catch-22. Now, it technically legalizes CBD oil, but it also requires doctors to undergo an FDA-approved clinical trial before they can prescribe it. And that's something no medical provider has done so far. They all say it's just too expensive. And what's more, it's still illegal to produce the oil in the state, and it's also illegal to transport it. But none of those challenges have stopped one couple from pushing forward to fix the law, even if it's too late for their own family.
We designed the house. We had the plans created.
A brand new house built by hand.
To us, it's just 4 walls and a roof.
Not quite considered home yet for Sally Schaefer and her family.
She hasn't been in our home and she hasn't made any memories here. And so I can't look and say, oh, do you remember when she was walking down the hallway for the first time?
Sally and Tom lost their 7-year-old daughter Lydia last year to a rare form of epilepsy.
I tickle her and she'd have a big belly laugh.
If I had the worst day, I could see her smile and it would remind me of what was important in life.
The family had worked hard for a better outcome, and after months of lobbying, the Schaefers helped pass a law in Wisconsin to legalize cannabis oil, a treatment they hoped would save their daughter's life. Lydia's Law was signed just weeks before she died.
I missed time with my daughter fighting for this law. I missed a lot of time because I was advocating and talking to so many people when I could have been spending time with her.
1 year later, the law still hasn't helped Wisconsin families use CBD oil because of a provision that requires doctors to undergo a clinical trial first.
You can't actually get it. You can't actually get a prescription. You don't have a physician that will prescribe it. There's none of that.
We fought so hard to get this far and we want to see it through.
We picked out every single feature.
But now done building a home,
including my office that's filled with pink things from her old room and pink things that were supposed to go into her new room.
the Schaefers are still building something else, hope for other families.
I don't want them to cry at night. I don't want them to get up on their children's birthday and remember them not being here and cry at their grave after church. I don't want that.
They continue to construct a movement to bring CBD oil to families here and across the country, people like Lydia, who need it most.
And I want her legacy to be that and to continue helping people. And that's why we do it. That's why we do it.
Lydia would have turned 8 yesterday. Her family celebrated in their home with dozens of friends and family, including families who are still struggling with epilepsy and still waiting for this law to help them with treatment. But there may be an answer soon, thanks at least in part to Sally Schaefer and the work she's done. Legislators are trying to fix the current law here in Wisconsin and at the federal level too.
All right, Leah, thank you for that report. Other legislation, by the way, having to do with marijuana is still pending in Wisconsin.
Representative Melissa Sargent of Madison wants to regulate the substance. A bill introduced last week looks to decriminalize cannabis and legalize it for both medicinal and recreational use. And Representative Mandela Barnes of Milwaukee announced he wants to decriminalize small amounts of marijuana.
As it's become a date for recreation, it should be a date for enlightenment for people who just don't understand the cost to society.
The bill won't legalize marijuana. Instead, it would reduce the punishment from jail time to fines. Opponents of the idea say there are risks to health and public safety. It could allow teens more access to the drug.